Hi guys, welcome back. For this one, this will be my, well, last Pokemon video before we get started with the Easter stuff. So for this one, I'm going to show you how to make a Quilfish. Now, Quilfish are pretty hard to catch in certain areas. I know around where I live they were pretty scarce, but thanks to the water festival we got a whole bunch of them. So for this one, you're going to need a good amount here. What you're going to need is one white 260, one dark blue 260, not the see-through, but like solid dark blue. You're going to need four, count them, 160 dark blues that are the same color. Don't mix and match here. One gold or yellow 160, whichever one you have more of. One pink 160, and then one scrap of white 160. I'm not going to put the quills on the white just because it's going to end up looking like a giant pincushion, and we want it to resemble more of the fish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the top of my fish with my dark blue. Go ahead, blow that up until you get a good solid 3 inches there. Squeeze. Give it a good squeeze. Then I'm just going to pedal twist this, how I usually do. Just tie the ends together. Again, give it another squeeze to fill it out. Divide. Twist. Divide again. And bring together. Now I want one top of it to be shorter than the bottom, so that actually creates a dome, like so. So if I stretch these ones out, you don't get a dome, you get a square. So pull these ones, you get a dome. Next, I'm going to grab my white 160. I'm going to do the underbelly. Right now, I'm just spacing out my fish. I'm not going to need too much of the white because it's mainly blue. So blow it up until you got a good 5.5 inches here of tail. Go ahead, connect that to your blue. I usually like to put nozzle to nozzle so I know where my ending balloons are, so it's easier to hide them. Go ahead, bring that across, twist, bring it in. You at least want to get 2.5 passes with your white. Why half? Because what we're going to do with our little bit of white here, give it a good squeeze. I'm going to divide it before connecting it back into the front. What this is going to do is it's going to anchor our spikes in so they have something to hold on to. I'm not going to push it in quite yet. I'm going to save that toward the end when we get the spikes in. I at least want that on top for now. Now, speaking of spikes, we're going to go ahead and make some. Grab one of your 160 blues. Puff that out about halfway. Right about, a little bit less than that. Like so. Not both ends because we're going to cut it and then use it again. I tried it while just doing loop twists for the spikes, but it just made him look like he had a whole bunch of little feet everywhere. It's not what we want. So go ahead and snip that. Now save this for the side. Put it off to the side. Take your scrap and we're going to blow it up again. Alright. Let out some air. Just going to do a measurement because we want them to be the same size. Plus it makes a little farty noises. There we go. Just a little bit more. Right there. You always trim off the extra. But we want them to be nice and even. Now that I have two, I bring them together, find out where the halfway point is, and give it a good twist. So now we have our first little set of spikes, which is fine and dandy. 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we want to at least have another set of spikes here. So you're going to have 3 balloons of spikes. Because if we have too few, it's kind of like lackluster. Measure. A little bit more. Right there. Tie it both ends, and then you can cut that off and save the rest for another quillfish, because knowing you're going to probably make a few of them. Alright, now we cut that off. Save that. Divide again. Halfway. And connect that into our existing one. So now you should have 6 points to your spikes. So you should have something that looks just like a little metal jack toy. What I'm going to do now is take my first the two whites that are separated in the middle. Go ahead and string my spikes right into that. Watch out, because there's going to be some tension. Lock that around by just twisting your blues together. Now what I'm going to do is, before I push my white in, I'm just going to start feeding some of my spikes through. You at least want to have one spike coming out in between the blues and the last blue and white here. So start feeding those in. And while I'm feeding that in, it's going to be trying to pull the whites down, which is fine. So now we're getting some spikes. I'm going to save my last 2 for the middle. So now we should have a good set of spikes coming out, but we don't have any coming out the white, which is important. And by doing that, it also pulled the white divider down inside, which is what we want. Next comes the tail. Tail's a little bit tricky, so just try to keep up here. I'm going to take one of my 160 blues, blow that up until I got a good 4 inches at the end, because there's going to be a lot of twisting involved with the tail. Because we do want to have that iconic blue with the spots in the middle and the yellow coming inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect my blue to my end where I have my nozzles and all that. Again, make sure that they're sticking out so it's easier for you to tie them in. Tuck that in. Alright, so how I'm going to do this, I'm going to start with a 1 inch, well, half an inch ear twist. Down at my base. Next, add another one. I'm going to have 2 of them. What this is going to do is it's going to push my other balloons facing the same way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go up about 1.5 inches here. Now let's go up 2 inches. Do an ear twist. Bring it right back down into my starting point, which is my 2 ear twist down at the bottom. Give it a squeeze as you go. You're going to have a lot of tension here. Okay, go up and do the same thing. 2 inch, ear twist, right back down again. Watch your pressure too. At this point, your 2 ear twists should have separated your the 2 balloons that are coming out, which is good because these are going to be our base of the tail. And finally, go up and do it one last time. 2-inch ear twist, and that should just give you enough to bring it right back down to our starting point again. If you're afraid of it untwisting, especially on the last part, go ahead and take the leftover glue, bring it up, wrap it around through your third ear twist, and lock it in. Alright, this one will tend to come apart more than these two. So now you should have 3 pegs coming off your quillfish tail, like so. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab your another blue. This is your last blue that you're going to use. I promise you. You're not going to need too much for this because we're just going to round out the tail. So, I'm going to make 2 passes. So we're not going to need too much here. So you're going to want at least a foot of blue here. 12 inches of blue. Connect that into any one of your starting blue tips, not the middle one. I'm just going to arch my balloon to the middle and then connect it to the opposite side. I'm giving it a light squeeze too because we want to have a little bit of giveaway when it comes to putting the yellow in. Because too much pressure will make your yellow want to roll out. I'm going to bring it right back in to my starting point. Tie that off. And then you can connect that right back into the tail base and then string it through your body if you want to secure it that way. So now you should have a diamond that has 2 triangles sticking off the side here. Well, for your fin. Quillfish only have 1 fin, so just know that. Next, I'm going to take my gold. Not going to need too much, so if you have a scrap, go ahead and use your scrap. Because you're only going to need about 6 inches of that. And go ahead, tie that into any one of your end points here. Like so. I'm going to bring it down into my starting bases. My base ear twist down here. I'm going to squeeze, divide it in half. And I'm going to bring it down to my ear twist, but while I'm doing that, I'm also pushing it into the fin here. Push that in so that it's going to rest right in the middle. Like so. So now that fills up my fin. And the same to the other side. I'm going to wrap around to the front. Go ahead and roll that in. And tie it into the ending of my ear twist here. Go ahead and squeeze that one in place. Like so. Go ahead, tie that, cut it, use it for another one. Now that we got the hard part done, all that's left is to do the face, which is very, very easy. Tie and snip. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and rotate my tail so it's facing upward like this. We don't want a sideways tail. So as you can see, it's like so. Face. Face is very easy. Take your pink. Quillfish just have like little fish lips and a little bit of white for the eyes. So now that we got the complicated stuff over, grab a little bit of pink. Again, you can use scrap for this one. You're going to want a good 6 inches of pink here. And we're just going to do our fish lips, which are 2 1-inch loop twists. 1, 2, together. So now we have fish lips. Attach that to our front. Gonna have a lot of balloons to work with, so mind your nails. Mind where you're gonna put your balloon. Alright, before I connect that in, I'm gonna go ahead and take my white 160. Quilfish have very small eyes. So, what we're gonna do is just take our white, we're just gonna give them 2 little small eyes. So I'm just taking 2 inches of white. Give it a little squeeze. And do 2 little twists here. 1 and 2. Taking your tail of your white, you're going to go ahead and connect that into your pink. So it all connects together. Now that you have that all connected, tuck away your white and snip your pink. Like so. Grab your pen, draw little pupils on it. Quilfish don't have little side fins. So, that's one less thing you have to worry about. And there, we have a quilfish. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Surprised me with another little egg. Just put my Pokedex away. Thank you, Foxy. She actually went out and got me little Hello Kitty ones. Because emojis are cute, but I prefer Hello Kitty. Oh, it's got a little Hello Kitty on the egg. I'll let her eat the chocolate since it was really bad last time. Come on. Work for me. Work for me. Come on. Yeah, let's go. Track dance. Alright, see if this one opens up a little bit easier. Come on, I want the little Hello Kitty figure. I got... Oh, it's a little puzzle of a Hello Kitty and a bumper car. Like that. It smells like chocolate. Chocolate. But no, they come with little figures, and I kind of wanted a figure. But I will take the bumper car. Alright, so guys, I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful night. Hopefully the power doesn't go out with this lightning storm. I'll see you. Bye.